Hello everyone, Professor Thompson here. I just wanted to officially welcome you to the summer 2019 8-week internet course, which is Speech 1100 here at College of DuPage. I'm very excited to get started, and I want to welcome you to this class. I do want to apologize right off the bat that the course was empty yesterday, and that was a mix-up in how I had the course released and what was going to be released here at the beginning of the term. That was completely on me, and I apologize. So I'm hoping that my messages are reaching you and all of you are logging in to the course today to get started on this 8-week term. So welcome to my class. This is a fully online class. You will not have a face-to-face required orientation. You do not have face-to-face speech presentations. And I'm going to talk about that here in a little bit. But one thing you will have is you will have consistent videos from me like this, where I'm going to reach out to you and give you things to think about, words of wisdom, answer questions via video. This will be an opportunity for me to really direct messages at you based on what I'm getting from all of the students behind the scenes via email. So I think one of the most important things that you should be thinking about is, how do I start this class? What do I do? Well, the first thing you need to do is go to the Start Here tab, which is going to be on the left side, the menu. In that Start Here tab, it's going to ask you to sign up for a GoReact platform. This GoReact software platform is free. I've made arrangements to provide this to you free of cost rather than paying $30. So it's free. You sign up for it, you create an account, and this is how you will submit your videos for your presentations to me this term, using that GoReact platform. So it's free. I think I've said that a few times. And it's how you will submit your speeches. This is, excuse me. The second thing that you need to do in that Start Here tab is sign up for Remind. This is a way that I can send text messages to you where I don't know your phone number, but it's a text service, so that when new videos are posted or there's an important announcement I can send that to you via text, because some of you won't be logging in every day, or you might, because of your schedules, have a lot happening. So if I'm able to send a text message that says a new video announcement was posted, you know that you can log in fairly soon that day, that evening when you get home from work, because something new is there. So sign up for Remind. The next thing that I would really stress for you to do is to look at the Syllabus and Schedule tab. So it's the second tab on the left. This syllabus is really long, and the schedule is very detailed. But I wanted to provide as much information as possible to you early on so that you didn't have a lot of questions. The syllabus covers policies. It covers different kinds of assignments. It has some thoughts to remember. It talks about how you need to submit your videos, and this is really important because this is a fully online class. So pay attention to that syllabus. I would suggest printing the schedule out when you see the schedule. And I'll tell you, one of the pieces of advice from former students that I have is, if you print the schedule out, use it as a checklist. And you're simply going to go down and check off everything that's on that schedule, because it's listed in kind of a checklist fashion. And if you're able to do that, you should be pretty successful. Excuse me. So the next thing that I want to stress as part of this welcome video is, this class is extremely flexible. I really designed it to have as much flexibility as possible. By taking an online speech class, this class is not easier. And I think that that's a misperception, is that if you take an online speech class, you can sit in front of a computer and do webcam presentations, and that's not the case. You still will have to speak in front of an audience. You still have to give presentations. Every speech class requires it. So it doesn't matter what section you're in, what professor you have, or what school you are at, you're still going to have to give speeches in front of people. But in this class, I try and give you as much flexibility as possible because I know that you're all very busy people. Work, families, athletic events, church events, whatever it might be, vacations. So in my class, I have only 3 deadlines. So your deadlines in this class for Unit 1 is June 23rd, for Unit 2, July 7th, and then Unit 3, July 28th. Those are hard deadlines. I will not bend them. I will not break them. But you have a laundry list of items to get done by the end of each unit. And I don't care how fast or slow you accomplish those, as long as you finish Unit 1 by June 23rd. And then once we're done with Unit 1, it's behind us. We're focused on Unit 2, and you've got many things in there, but everything is due by July 7th, right? So you get the idea. So again, if you're really busy at work for a couple days, it's okay. You're not going to miss these kind of daily assignments that some internet classes have, or a whole plethora of deadlines. I give you 3 deadlines. That's it. But that means you got to get everything done, and I won't change those deadlines. So get it done. And I think this is an advantage to you with that flexibility. So I hope you take advantage of that. If you're like some of my students, you can work ahead. So if you finish Unit 1 early, move to Unit 2. And if you finish Unit 2 early, move to Unit 3. I have a student who, right now this summer, she's already into Unit 3 in her 5-week course. So we started 2 weeks ago in a 5-week class. And here in week 3, she's already on her last unit. So you can work ahead if you want to. And make sure everything is provided for you. So one of the next things I want to mention has to do with your speeches and your speech submission. This is very, very, very important for your success. Okay, so a lot of people get nervous about speeches. Please don't. I understand that many of you are going to come to this class with anxiety. I don't prejudge. I've seen it all when it comes to anxiety. I want you to finish the class. I want you to get through this class. I don't want you to drop the class. I want you to do it. But I need you to understand that the state of Illinois sets up these requirements for online classes, and these are state of Illinois requirements, not Professor Thompson, not College of DuPage requirements. These are state of Illinois requirements. The first one is when you record a speech, you have to record an unedited version and submit an unedited version. Well, to me, this is very easy as a first requirement. Again, you can record your speech 20 times and submit your best one, right? There's nothing wrong with recording multiple times and submitting your best one. But when you submit it, it can't be an edited version, right? Like, you can't piece together the best parts of different takes. You got to record from beginning to end and submit something. So practice, record 5 times. I don't care, but unedited. The second criteria is that you must give your presentation in a public venue, which means the state of Illinois says you cannot give your speech in your house. Okay? I really want to be very flexible with you, So I don't care if you're at a park, at an outdoor amphitheater, at a movie theater, at a restaurant, pick a classroom, elementary classroom, college classroom, I don't care, a boardroom, a library, just not your house. Like, I don't know how to say that I'm giving you hundreds of other options. The only option you can't choose is a house. So please don't make that mistake. The third and final state criteria that is very important and is probably the most challenging is that you have to gather 8 people to watch your speech. It is your responsibility as a student in an online class to gather 8 people as your audience to watch your speech. Now in the syllabus I tell you how I want you to record this so that I can verify your 8 people, because I have to be able to see that 8 people are watching you on your video. But you have to gather 8 people. Again, some of you might be thinking, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I've had students in the past gather homeless people, gather strangers at the library, gather patrons at a restaurant. You can do it. But I want to stress, use family, use friends, use coworkers. I've had people who plan family barbecues and then give a presentation, or they get their baseball team or their sorority. Be creative. You can do it. Just get 8 people. This is like a 5-minute presentation most of the time. So it's not a long ask, but you have to have the 8 people. So again, an unedited video. It can't be in your house. It has to be a public venue. And you have to have 8 people. Please, I know you can do it. Do not drop the class because of this. You just have to put a little effort in. Okay, the last couple things I want to mention, because I know this is a long video, is I'm going to be adding some more things to our class, so be on the lookout for that. I'm going to add a video tab with some example videos. I'm going to be maybe changing and adding some content to some areas. Like I want to create a handout tab with a bunch of handouts. But for the most part, most of the content is up there. I have everything in Unit 1 and 2 ready to go. I'm adding some content to Unit 3 in the next couple days. So be on the lookout for that. But you're not going to be to Unit 3 for a couple weeks probably. But we're ready to go. So best of luck. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Do not vanish. Do not just drop. How can I help you? You got to believe in yourself. You got to know that you can do this. And, the one thing I'll say is I'm looking for improvement on your speeches. I'm not looking for you to be a perfect speaker. Okay? You have to understand the content of the book. You have to apply principles. But my goal is not to, have you be a perfect, polished speaker. But it's a process. And this class will help you understand the process and what it's like to give those speeches. So let's get through it. I want you to get through it. And I look forward to seeing you this summer.